Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I discuss the debacle that is the rapidly declining and spiraling out of control Meghan Markle. Because we are just seeing, honestly, just these rambling reels, and unfortunately, none today. I'm so disappointed. Meghan Markle, you've got to lift your game if you want to get your brand name out there and make us like it. Yeah, you're going to have to start picking it up, girlfriend. Anyway, today I want to talk about Cory Vitiello. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it kind of sounds cool, so I'm going to go with it. He was obviously the ex that got ditched. Meghan Markle found her prince, and bye bye, Cory. I believe she was still living with him when this all went down. So, yeah, he got absolutely stooged, but I'm sure he counts himself as the lucky one. He would have seen all the red flags. I'm sure he knew exactly what she was like. She has just used him for the food angle. She was with him during the TIG days, so 2014 to 2016 coincides pretty much with her TIG and all of her sudden, chef skills. And yeah, she's obviously ripped everything from him. As what I can read, well, he got ditched, but basically, yeah, she tried to steal one of his recipes. They were having a dinner party or something, and something like this was served. I don't know. I found this picture. It's some zucchini or courgette pasta. She said it was her idea. Um, yeah, and he was just like, hell no, that is not your idea. I'm the chef here. I mean, this is a real restaurateur. This is a real chef. He's opened a bunch of restaurants. He's the culinary development or head of culinary development right now for some Cactus Club Cafe. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, he is someone of note. She is a nobody. We know that. She's a nobody. She kept passing it off as her own. Here's another interview where she's still talking about it, and this is after she's married Harry. Like, just shut the F up, Meghan. We know you didn't make this up. Look at this. A friend convinced her to slow cook zucchini. Yeah, that's probably Cory. That's Cory. You've stolen it from him. But look how she explains this when you slow roast zucchini. She calls it a filthy, sexy mush. Now, this is when she is married to Harry. So she's a royal and she's talking like this. What is that? What is that? I can only imagine the palace would have read that and gone, what the? get get your wife out of the publication. Stop talking to the media. That is disgusting. Anyway, that's enough about that filthy, sexy mush on the screen there. She's gone to mush lately as well, let's be honest. But I have found this article. Now, this is an old article. Okay, Corey's not out there actively talking about this woman. He could care less. He has moved on. He didn't take long to move on, by the way. He's obviously a bit of a catch. He is married, 2 years later, had a kid. Like, he doesn't care. She's gone. He has, yeah, he's out of it. He's happy. I'm sure. I'm sure he dodged the biggest bullet of his life. Anyway, in this article, Cory Vitiello gives us entertaining tips. So, after making his name with the much missed Toronto institution, the Harvard Room, Chef Cory Vitiello launched Flock, a growing group of rotisserie, chicken, and greens restaurants. Okay, sounds interesting. Here's how he makes dinner with friends easy and super satisfying. So let's take a look at some of his tips because he gives 5 tips in this article and it's very relevant to our friend Meghan Markle. Oh my goodness, she needs to take some of these tips, okay? She has ripped off his pasta recipe, God knows what else, but she forgot to rip off the actual information that she should have taken on board for her with love, or as ever, this thing is a mess now. What is it even called? Who knows? Who knows? Her cooking show. It's just the Meghan cooking show. Let's just call it that. But here we go. Tip number 1 from Cory Vitiello. He says, don't be afraid to mix it up. More often than not, the best dinner parties are spontaneous, off the cuff gatherings, usually resulting in mishmash of cooking styles and company, he says. A good mix of people is important. The last thing you want is a stuffy atmosphere full of pretentious conversation. Yeah, you wouldn't want pretentious conversation in your dinner party, would you? Yeah. So Meghan Markle has absolutely missed step number 1 is to mix it up with real people, not Instagrammers, influencers, whoever these women are, wannabes, let's just say that. Okay, pretentious all the way. She has missed step 1. Okay, let's move to step number 2. Plan for the unplanned. Well, she's not good at that, is she? That's already a huge fail. The worst thing a host can do is overplan the evening when everything is timed, Cory says. It comes across as contrived. Keep the flow loose. Well, she is loose as a goose anyway. And rely on pre prepped food so dinner is easy to throw together. Better yet, have a potluck. But the word there that came out to me that jumped off the page was contrived. Because when I think of the word contrived, I just think of Meghan Markle. And so does everyone else, apparently, because you can just Google Meghan Markle and contrived, and all these articles come up. But this one is obviously very recent. This is her rambling, manic reel, just one of them. And yeah, nauseatingly contrived was one way it was described. Oh, and here's another one, another rambling mess, where this came across as insufferable and contrived. Oh, Meghan Markle, so contrived. So there you go. She's missed step 2 as well. No idea how to entertain this woman, of course. I mean, step 1, you've got to have friends, right? So that's probably the biggest miss. Let's get to step number 3. Have one tried and true dish for entertaining. Okay, that's a good idea. Like your go to. What would Meghan Markle's go to be, I wonder? Make a head roast chicken is Cory's perennial favourite. Yeah, roast chicken is Cory's favourite. This is his thing. All right. It's the easiest, most seductive dish you can serve. I don't know what's with all these sexy, seductive words when we're talking about cooking. That's just disgusting what's going on here. Anyway, budget 1 2.5 pound chicken. No one needs to know the recipe. All right, that's going too far. Blah blah blah. Some vegetables and chimichurri. Okay, whatever. Chicken. Corey's thing is chicken roast chicken. Well, oh my goodness. Okay, Meghan Markle might have taken this tip because where have we heard roast chicken before? Oh my lord. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry to say, oh my lord. I don't want to offend people. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Roast chicken. Roast chicken. This was this was a schmozzle for sure. Okay. The roast chicken. We were just trying to roast a chicken. And then not only that, then she started to pass it off as her own. Roast chicken takes center stage in Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's proposal. Can you imagine Corey's face when he heard this story? When he heard Meghan and Harry talking about roasting a chicken, he would have just lost his shiz for sure. He would have just gone, "Are you kidding me? I had a restaurant called Flock, you idiots." Like that would have just set him off, I reckon. But whenever I hear the word roast chicken and Meghan Markle, I always think of this picture. Tell me what you think, guys. I always think of this. I always think of Seinfeld. I know that's not a chicken, wasn't it? A turkey? I don't know. But it's just that roast chicken. And don't worry, I didn't put Megan's head on it. Okay, you guys, that would be so immature. Okay, I put it on the next slide. Okay. Anyway, I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. Like that just had to be done. I should have found a better picture where she had a bit more bronzer on, maybe so it looked a bit more like basting. Maybe that's what she's actually doing. Maybe she's just basting herself. And we just always thought it was bronzer. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, Meghan Markle, we know you love roast chicken. We know. We know. We know where you stole it from now. Good work. Goodness gracious. Okay, step 4 from Cory. Make the food the star of the show. Yeah, she can't do that for sure. She's the star of the show, you guys. So I'm surprised there's even one piece of food on the show. There's no need to overdress the table, Cory says. Just keep the focus on big, beautiful bowls of naturally plated food. Do you think Megan followed that rule to not overdress the table? Yeah, no. No, no, no. She has filled up the table. You couldn't fit another thing on there. I don't even know what she's doing there. Who's sitting at that table? Look at that big vase of lemons. That's not meant to go on the table you actually sit at for sure. And this. And aren't we just learning that this is now a kids' party? What says kids about this apart from the balloons? No kids going to want to sit in that room. What is that? It's just a mess. Anyway, there's stuff all over the table. She couldn't put any more on the table. But I also noticed something else on the table here. Maybe you guys have seen this. I haven't seen it. But look what she did. Look what she did. She put flowers in the candle holder, right? And there's some article about it. Oh, you buy these things, so you've got to buy an extra thing, and then it's like a clear cylinder thing. It probably costs, I think it's $30. I mean, honestly. And then you stick the flowers in. I hope this isn't a kids' party. That would last about 2 seconds. That thing is going to be on the floor, smashed. Kids are going to be pulling at the flowers. I really hope that that is not the kids' party table. Anyway, yeah, she has not listened to that rule either. That was rule number 4. Don't overdress the table. She has gone to town on that table. Absolutely OTT. She's even bought $30 accessories. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's get to step number 5. Last step from Cory Vitiello. Remember that you can't please everyone. Yes, Megan, you can't please anyone, probably is what it should say. Cook and entertain in the way you truly love, and everyone will follow suit. Oh, the word suit's in there too. That's interesting. Cory says, and if they don't, he just shrugs. Meh, who cares? Who cares? Well, that sounds familiar. Remember that you can't please everyone. Actually, I think she has taken this on board because she's still pushing forward with everything, isn't she? And she really should just stop. But yeah, you can't please everyone because if you recall, she put out her little Pinterest board because that's what I think this is. It's just a Pinterest board. You cannot make everybody happy. You are not a jar of Nutella. Yeah. Yep. Which, by the way, she totally did not make that up. If she's claiming that as the TIG, that she made that up when she was on the TIG, that is BS. There's no way she came up with that. And there's a million different varieties of that. You're not pizza, you're not tequila, you're not tacos. There's a million. Just pop onto the Pinterest website if you could ever be bothered. Is anyone on Pinterest, by the way? Is that even a thing anymore? I think it's just a Meghan Markle thing. Anyway, there's a million things. You can't make everyone happy, blah, blah, blah. Nutella's all over the place. She did not make this up. Of course, she plagiarized it. Anyway, I'm getting off track. You can't make people happy. We get it, Megan. Yeah, so this is what she's done. But speaking of Pinterest boards, we all know that that's not what her Pinterest board looks like. This is more what her Pinterest board looks like, something like this. I'm sure it's just Princess Diana all over the place. We all know this. Oh my goodness, you guys. Anyway, that is Cory Vitiello giving Meghan Markle tips for entertaining. She really needs to listen. She has no clue what she's doing. She's unqualified. She shouldn't even be allowed to hold a knife. I was just thinking. You need like a knife license, I think, and she would never qualify for that. Absolutely not. She can spin vegetables around as long as she likes. That's okay, but yeah, that's really just showing everyone that she's in a downward spiral, isn't it? Just that spin motion. That's her at the moment, hurtling towards utter I don't know, failure, just a black hole. Anyway, I was going to end on this slide, but I think I've just changed my mind because I think we should end on this slide. That is much more entertaining. But guys, thank you so much for listening. I love your work. Your comments are hilarious. Please keep them coming. I read them all. Please, please, please like and subscribe. And I will keep these ones coming. Thank you, you guys. Have a good one. Bye.